Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I am an Indian doctor who has been living in the UK for the past 8 years. I am here today to talk about my personal experience of obtaining a visa and passport for my child who was born in the UK while both me and my wife were on tier 2 visa. When my child was born, I was initially unsure of what the best course of action would be. I could have applied for an Indian passport for my child, but I knew that I would eventually want them to have British citizenship. But I wasn't sure how to go about the process. I did some research online, but I couldn't find any clear and concise information. So I decided to create this video to share my experience with you. In this video, I will walk you through the entire process from birth registration to British citizenship. I will share the tips and tricks that I learned along the way, and I will answer some of the most common questions that people have about this process. If you enjoyed this video, then please do hit the like button and share this video with your friends who might be facing the same difficulty that I faced after my daughter was born in the UK. This is not an immigration advice and I am not qualified to provide any immigration advice. Please do consult an immigration advisor or lawyer if you need professional help. Just to give you a background, when my daughter was born in the UK, both me and my wife were Indian citizens and we are working in the UK on tier 2 visa. We were not then eligible for indefinite leave to remain. Parents' immigration status is important because if either of the parent had ILR at the time of child's birth, then the child will be eligible for British citizenship. But the process is slightly different if neither of the parents had ILR at the time of the child's birth. This is what I am going to discuss in today's video. So the first step was application for birth registration of children eligible for Indian nationality. The birth registration is mandatory requirement to apply for Indian passport. You have to fill up online application on the High Commission of India or ACI London website. I have provided the link of the website in the description box below. It's an online application form and you need to visit VFS Center either in London, Manchester or Edinburgh to submit the application in person along with necessary documents. I received the birth registration certificate within 2 weeks of submitting the application. Couple of important points to note here is number one, you don't need to carry your baby to the VFS center and only a parent can attend the appointment and submit the application. And number two is you can submit the Indian passport application at the same time as the birth registration application. I didn't know this and I came back again after a few weeks to submit the Indian passport application. The next step was application for Indian passport. Again, you can visit ACI London website and complete online application form. It's better to use your Indian address of either of the parents for passport application of the child. You need to submit 2 references for the Indian address, so you need contact details of your neighbors or friends who live near your Indian address. You have to complete quite a few forms and you will get the list in the VFS website as well. After that, you have to attend an appointment in the VFS center near your home and submit all the documents. It took around 2 to 3 weeks to receive the Indian passport of my daughter after submission of the application. Now, once your child have Indian passport, next step is applying for UK BRP. As NHS employees, we didn't have to pay for immigration health surcharge at that time, which was a big relief. If you have any plans to travel outside UK, then BRP of your child becomes mandatory. My wife and daughter spent a lot of time in India, so we needed the BRP to travel to India. Another utility of BRP was that in case the child needs hospital admission for any emergency, then BRP is extremely important. Otherwise, as a foreign citizen, the NHS hospital might charge you money for your treatment. The BRP application was again straightforward. You have to apply as a dependent for your tier 2 visa. I had to attend the visa center along with the baby for biometrics after completing the online application. Then we received the BRP via post in around 6 to 8 weeks. Now my baby was free to travel to India with Indian passport and UK BRP. Within the next few months, both me and my wife applied for and successfully received ILR. I have another video about ILR application. Please do check it out after this video. Once the parents have ILR, my child was eligible for naturalization application as a British citizen. You have to complete online application for naturalization in the gov.uk website. They will ask you about all your personal details like passport, BRP, address details. Along with that, they will ask for two referee and their contact details. I submitted the detail of one of my neighbor who was a British citizen and another NHS doctor who was not a British citizen but was involved in the care of my daughter. You could request reference from the midwife who is caring for your child, or social workers, the nursery where your child is going, or even some religious person like local priest for their details as a referee. We had to pay approximately £1,000 for the naturalization application. Finally, we received a naturalization certificate after around 8 weeks. The next step was applying for British passport. The process of obtaining a British passport for my child was a little more complex. I needed to gather a lot of documentation, including my child's birth certificate, my marriage certificate, and my proof of residency in the UK. It was an online application and we received the British passport within few weeks. After receiving the British passport, the next step was surrender of Indian passport. India does not allow dual citizenship, so surrendering the Indian passport is mandatory after obtaining another citizenship. You have to complete an online form and attend nearest VFS center to submit your application. After a few weeks, they return back the cancelled Indian passport. So now my daughter was a British citizen and we have surrendered the Indian passport. The last step was application of OCI card, or Overseas Citizen of India status. This meant that they would have the freedom to travel to and live in India as well as in the UK. OCI card allows visa-free multi-entry travel to India. No restriction of length of stay, but it has certain limitation. Some of them are that they can't own agricultural land in India, they can't vote in the election, and they cannot hold public office or government jobs. I applied online for OCI card and attended appointment again in the VFS center. Please remember to carry two passport size photograph, same as the one which you have uploaded during your online application. Make sure to follow the photo specifications as per the website. I presumed uploading the photo is enough, so I did not carry the passport photograph with me. I am still waiting to receive the OCI card and it's been more than 2 months from the application submission. Hopefully it will arrive soon. That's all for this video. I hope you found this information helpful. Please do hit the like button. It would mean a lot to me. If you have any questions, please do leave them in the comment section below. And if you're interested, then please do watch my video on ILR application. Thank you for watching.